Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. We'll read verses 14, 15 and 16 of chapter 3 of the Gita together. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaha yajñād bhavati parjanyaha yajñah karma samudbhavaha Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmāt sarvagatam brahma nityam yajñe pratishṭhitam evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati hayaha Aghayurindriya Ramaha Mogham Partha Sajivati. Bhagavan, in these last few verses, quoted the creator, Prajapati, saying, after having created this entire universe through Yajna, the Creator Himself has said, advised, guided that if we live in the spirit of Yajna, that will ensure we succeed in every way. That will ensure we find happiness in every endeavor. And also, how this spirit of Yajna can lead to all-round growth and prosperity was also indicated by indicating this entire cycle of creation, action and result. We also saw that thus this cycle which is set in motion, anyone who works in line with it, lives in line with it, grows and prospers. And those who break the cycle or somehow go against the cycle, all such people, their life is actually leading to destruction. Their life actually is not useful at all. They will be eliminated soon. After having said so much about action and action in the spirit of Yajna, etc., now Arjun perhaps he is our representative after all, has a thought. Bhagavan, is it necessary for everyone to act? Is there any exception? They are always, is there some way out? Some concession somewhere? Somewhere some window is there. When we have very tough situation, say, कुछ रास्ता निकालना पड़ेगा. Some way we have to go. So is there something that I can circumvent? Is there some exception? Is it compulsory for everyone? So now here Bhagavan says, no, there is an exception. Oh, exception. Tell me. Why? With the hope that maybe I belong to that category. So then I don't have to do anything. So, okay, listen to the exception. What is the exception? So here, verse number 17, Bhagavan is indicating what is the exception. But this exception also is very interesting. So now, after having talked about the yajna spirit and the action with respect to the creation and the words of the creator, now he is talking about who is an exception and how these people who are an exception to this rule also live in this world. So here verse number 17 we shall read. Please repeat. Yastvatmaratirev syat atmatriptascha manavah atmanyeva cha santushtah tasya karyam na vidyate. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Karyam means kartavyam, duty, obligatory duties. Tasya, for this kind of person, karyam, duties, na vidyate, are not there. Oh, so there is a category of such people. Yes. Who is that? Conditions. If these conditions are fulfilled, then no duty. What are the conditions? Yahatu, tu means whatever has been talked about so far. Now some exception is being talked about. Yahatu atmaratihi eva syat. One who is always happy and reveling in oneself. Means happy with oneself. Doesn't need anything else. Reveling. Now, Bhagavan doesn't stop with just one word, Atma Ratihi. And after that he says, Atma Triptascha Manavah. He is satisfied, content with himself, within himself. He doesn't need anything to fulfill him. Atma Tripta. Atmani evacha santushtah. He is satisfied in himself alone. Three words. Tripta, Atma Tripta, Atma Santushta, Atmani eva Santushta, and Atma Ratihi. So to understand this, these three are degrees. For example, let us say I am very hungry. When I am hungry and at that time I get food, then the satiation of the hunger takes place by eating of food. That is called tripti. Tripti. But if the food is made well, is tasty, very nicely, and also I get, this person who is serving also is serving with lot of love, then it is not just tripti means I am full. I feel that more than full feeling, that I am feeling contented. I am feeling satisfied fully. That is called santushta. After that, even you say that I will give you your favorite dish. Happy. No, I don't want anything else. Santushta. And if we say that food was exceptionally good, not just made well, it was exceptionally good, out of the world, then what happens? Even that when I eat, it will bring back all those beautiful memories and I revel in that. And after that, years later also, I remember, that food was so good. I revel, rati. So first, tripti, then santushti, then rati. So this is 3 degrees. With respect to food, we understand, but here, with respect to oneself, I am full by myself. I am satisfied in myself. I revel in myself. Atmatrupta, Atmanieva Santushta, Atmarati Eva. Here, Eva is said. Eva means only, just that. In oneself alone, he is happy, satisfied, fulfilled. This feeling means I don't need anything else. In the second chapter, it was said that one who has given up all the desires, why did he give up all the desires? Because he was happy in oneself. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha. There it was, Sthita prajnastadochyate. Sthita prajna lakshana was indicated. Here, that same Sthita prajna is said, if you are a Sthita prajna, if you are fulfilled in yourself, you don't need anything else to feel complete. You don't need anything else to make you satisfied, happy, fulfilled. You don't need anything else to revel in other than your own self. If that is the case, then no need to act. Tasya karyam na vidyate. This condition is important. So now we have to evaluate. Do I belong to this category? Whether Arjuna belonged or not is not important for us. For us, are we in this category? I don't think so. Then, if you don't belong, then tasya karyam vidyate. So then you have to act. Oh, I have to act. And how? In the spirit of yajna, as it was indicated so far. So you have to act. If you feel fulfilled in your own self, then you don't have to. Now, the same thing, Puja Gurudev, somebody asked, how long should we do this sadhana? How long sadhana, seva, all these things? How long should we do? Gurudev, in his inimitable style, he said, as long as you eat, so long you have to do sadhana. When you give up eating, no sadhana required. So till you eat, you do sadhana. The point is, I need to do sadhana till I feel I am this jiva who is ignorant, who is incomplete. Once this knowledge dawns, after that, then nobody can pin us down, nobody can bind us that you have to do this, you must do this. Realized masters, there was no duty that could bind them, not even scriptures. Vedas could not bind them. They were absolutely free. That is why it is called mukti, moksha. So moksha is what? That state of realization where I know myself. I have attained this fulfillment within myself, with myself. I don't need anything more, anything external. I don't feel the need of completing myself with something other than myself. I am full in me. I don't need anything more. That state. Now, I don't need anything more is not about just food. Gurudev gave the example of food, but it does not mean just food. Food means food getting from all the senses, everything. Anything I eat, through the eyes, through the ears, through the nose, through everywhere, whatever input, I don't need any of those things. I am happy. Closed eyes, happy. Open eyes, happy. Roaming around, happy. Sitting in one place, happy. Such a person, tasya karyam na vidyate. Okay. Very difficult conditions, Bhagavan, you have given me. But I will aspire for them. By the way, how to get these, how to fulfill these conditions? That you do work as in the spirit of yajna, you will eventually get there. That's the beauty of it. So the principle remains the same. What was the principle in the beginning? It was said to reach a state where you don't have to do anything, you have to undertake action. Because without action, you can never reach actionlessness. That was said in the beginning. Same thing here also. That if you have not reached this state where you are satisfied and fulfilled in yourself, by yourself, then you have to act so that you fulfill yourself. This is the beauty. So the principle remains the same still. Okay, so this is the condition. And sometimes we also think that when we read these kind of verses, yes, Atma Rati, Atma Tripti, Atma Santushta, oh, acha. I think I have understood this and I may belong to this category. Oh, really? What? How do you say that? Because whenever I go to sleep, I don't need anything else. No, in me, myself, I am happy. I slept like a log. I did not know anything. And I was so happy and fulfilled in deep sleep. Do we need anything to fulfill us? No, we are fulfilled. So maybe this is the state of sleep you are talking about. But to clarify this part, and also to make us understand that even when you reach this state, action is not forced upon us, but people who have reached this state still are acting. To tell us that, the next verse and the next few verses, Bhagavan is beautifully communicating about the man of realization and his relationship with action. He's saying, नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थः नाकृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः. For such a person who doesn't have any duties because of his state of knowledge, where he is full and fulfilled in himself by himself, for such a person, tasya kritena na artha. He has nothing to achieve by doing something. Okay. So there's nothing he is going to gain by action. And so then he should not do anything. Then na akriteneha kaschana. This is a beauty. Even by not doing, he is not going to lose anything. By doing, he is not going to gain anything. By not doing also, he is not going to either achieve or lose anything. Means he is, for him, doing or not doing is not different. Doesn't make any difference to him. So for him, he has nothing to gain. For us, both these things influence us, affect us. If I do something, it is going to affect us. Sometimes if I don't do something also, it is affecting us. So for example, if there is something in front of me, there is something expected out of me, or I feel that it is my duty and I do it. I say, I fulfilled my duty, good. Sometimes that duty is not liked by us. I don't want to do it. So I remain away. But by not doing also, my mind says, I should have done, I am feeling bad. I should have, no, why did I escape? I am not usually like that, but today I don't know why, because of this dislike I am doing this. So doing also is affecting us, not doing also is affecting us. Whereas a person of knowledge, for such a person, doing, not doing, no gain, no loss, equal. Na kritena asya artha. For him, nothing is gained or achieved by doing something. And na akritena. nor by not doing anything he is affected. So he can do or he cannot do. Yes, he can choose anytime, anything. Nobody is there to bind him. Nobody can say you have to do, and nor can anyone say you don't have to do. A man of realization, if he wants, he will do. But then he doesn't have any want. So then when does he act and when does he not act? We don't know. He may act, he may not act. He may do something, he may not do something. We can't say anything. Nobody can bind him. Because he has nothing to gain or lose. Our actions all the time are so calculative. We say, if I do this, I will get this. If I don't do this, I will lose this. So some or the other calculation, some or the other consideration with respect to the action itself or its results. And based on that only we choose or we decide whether I want to do or not do. Because if I do, this will be the result. And do I want this? No, I don't want this. So then I don't want to do this. But for a person of realization, it doesn't make any difference. You do? Okay. Don't do? Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, you are eating on Ekadashi? So what? Eating. Oh, that way, I am also like that. Man of knowledge. I also eat on Ekadashi. Very good. Then he says, okay, I am not eating today. So, oh, you are not eating today? This is prasad. You eat. He says, no, I don't want to eat today. Nothing will happen to him. In the sense, he doesn't have anything to gain out of an action. You should know everybody is gathering in this place. You should also come. Okay. There was a great person, Mahatma. You must have heard of this Swami Akhandanand Maharaj of Vrindavan. His guru, Udiya Baba. His real name very few people know, but he was called popularly as Udiya Baba because he was from Odisha. So once what happened was, Akhandanand Maharaj as a disciple, he used to go with Udiya Baba and they used to go to the temple in Vrindavan, Baki Bihari temple. So people started talking and Akhandanand Maharaj heard. People they themselves don't have any devotion, no knowledge, nothing. But then they have to talk about others. So these people started talking and it came to Akhandanand Maharaj that they are saying, what kind of egoistic person is this Udiya Baba? He goes in front of Banke Bihari and he doesn't even bow his head. He is not doing namaskar also. What kind of person he is? People started talking. Now Akhandanand Maharaj felt very bad. His guru, you should never listen to any apaman of your guru. So then he felt very bad. So he went up to Udiya Baba. Baba, people are talking like this, but I want to, shut them up. But then I should have something to say. So you please tell me, why don't you go there? You tell me so that I can tell them and I say that now don't talk about this like that. So I want to go and tell them, but then I don't know what to tell. So can you please tell me? So Udiya Baba listened very patiently. I said, oh, I don't do. Okay. So do one thing. Tomorrow onwards, when we go to the temple, you just nudge me. And you remind me, pranam, pranam. So then I will do pranam. So next day he went. And then Akhandanand Maharaj said, Maharajji, pranam. So he did pranam and came back. Akhandanand Maharaj said, what is this now? First there was one question, now there are two questions. What is this? Do I have to remind to you? You are standing in front of the Lord and why do I have to remind you also? I don't understand this. Maharajji, can you tell me? Udiya Baba said, when I go there, I don't see any difference between Krishna and me. So what bowing down and who is bowing down? So I am just lost in that. And then when you reminded me, then I said, oh yeah, you told me. So I do namaskar. So doing namaskar, not doing namaskar doesn't have any difference for me. Kritena nartha, akritena nartha. Doesn't matter. Both are equal. But this is only for a realized master like Udiya Baba, okay? Not for us. Otherwise, I am also emulating wise people. So, he at least went there and did not do namaskar. I don't go only. Why? Because going, not going, everything is equal for me. See, if going and not going is equal, then go. Then it should be equal. But no, my Raja is better, So I want to. So for them, it did not matter. It was all same. And we don't have to talk in past tense. Even in present, such great men of wisdom, they don't have any bondage of duties. They don't have anything of do or not do, should not do, should do, nothing like that. There is no must. They are just must. That is what is required. Naiva tasya kritenartha na kriteneha kaschana. Nachasya sarvabhuteshu kaschid arthavyapashraya, and they don't have to gain anything from anybody. No, once Akbar, he had his court had all real talented people, Navaratnas. So one of them was Tansen. So once Akbar was listening to Tansen, and he was like so happy, so delighted with that music. One day he stopped dancing. He said, wait. Oh, you sing so well. Do you think there is anyone in this world who sings better than you? So Tansen said, my Guru, Baba Haridas, he sings better than me. Oh, really? So he said, okay, I want to invite Haridas to my court and make him sing. So Tansen said, O king, I don't think that is going to be possible. Said, why not? Said, I will send a palanquin, I will send him all my soldiers and everyone, and with lot of respect, with a state honor, I will invite him. Said, nothing will work for him. He will, if he chooses, he will come. If he doesn't choose, he will not come. And usually he doesn't come. So he felt, why is that? Okay, can I go there and listen? Because he really was intrigued that how come? Can I go there and listen? He said, you can go there, that nobody can stop you. But can you listen or not? There's no guarantee. Why? Because he will not sing for you. He will not come here. He will not sing for me even if I go there. What do you mean? So he says, only when the Lord wants, that time he will sing. Otherwise he won't. And he felt very bad. So Birbal was sitting next to him. He said, Birbal, you tell me, what is this? Why these people don't come to my court at all? Because he had tried Surdas ji also to bring him to the court. Surdas ji didn't come. Haridas ji, he said he will not come. He said, why these people don't come to my court? What is that? No, why do they? Birbal said, because they don't want anything from you. They don't want anything. Why should they come? And they are not afraid of losing anything also. So you can't take away also anything from them. So neither can you give them anything, nor can you take away anything. Nachasya sarva bhuteshu kaschid arthavyapashrayah. Nothing. They are not dependent on anybody. They don't, they are not dependent on whether somebody will give me something, or if I don't follow their thing, then I will, they will take away something. No loss, no profit. They are not dependent on it. No king. And it is said that Akbar went in a disguise and stayed there for days together. And then at some point, Baba Haridas sang, and Akbar could not speak. He was choked with emotion. Then he asked Tansen, I am not able to understand what is this difference. At times, Tansen explains that the difference is I sing for you, he sings for the Lord. The altar of dedication makes all the difference. It is not the knowledge of music, it is the altar of dedication. Therefore, yajna. That is why yajna. That Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, whom are we dedicating our action to, that will determine the quality of action. And for them, there is nothing to lose. If at all we say that they are dependent on the Lord alone, nobody else. So for such people, who can make them do anything? Who can force anything upon them? There is one more very powerful story. Once this Alexander, he he felt that the whole world is under his feet. So he captured so many people who did not follow whatever he wanted and all. So there he had heard that these Mahatmas of India are, a rare species. So he felt that, somebody had told him that you get somebody told him you get Tulsi, you get Ganga Jal, and you get one Mahatma from there. Souvenir from your conquests. So he captured one Mahatma, and that Mahatma was really a Mahatma only, real great person. So he captured, he put in jail because that Mahatma said, "I'm not going to come with you." So he said, "How dare you? No, I am Sikandar. Come on." Imprisoned. So he was in prison. Then he refused to eat also. He said, "Why should I eat what you give? My Bhagwan gives me that I will eat, and I can remain hungry. It doesn't matter." He was sitting there in the jail. So in the morning, this Alexander goes there and stands in front of him. Said, even now, you can tell me what you want, I will give you. Whatever you wish, I can fulfill your wish. So that Mahatma said, can you just stand a little aside? Because the sunlight was coming. You are blocking that. Just stand aside. Enough. Thank you. That's all. I don't want anything from you. What will you give me? I am full within myself. I don't want anything from anybody, and I have nothing to lose. Take away whatever you want to take away. Because what is mine, you can never take away. And what all you can take away, that was never mine. So take away. That was the fearlessness arising out of that state of realization. Ajasya sarvabhuteshu kaschidhartha vyapashraya. I don't want anything. Do whatever you want to do. That was this kind of people, for them, no duty. Nothing required. Even if for these people nothing else is required, nobody can bind such a person. Still, they always worked. They were constantly engaged in action. Vedvyasji, was he not a realized? He was an avatar himself. Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya ji, he was also avatar, constantly engaged in action. Swami Taponji Maharaj, Swami Shivanandji Maharaj, Puja Gurudev, all these, so many examples, all these realized masters constantly engaged in action. It's not just now we know a few names, even from the Vedic period, even in the Upanishads, it is indicated Atma Kridaha, Atma Ratihi Kriyavan. It is said they are reveling in themselves, but they are engaged in action. So people who are not bound by action are constantly engaged in action, and you who are actually bound by action are asking whether you should act or not. If we look at it, what kind of foolish question is this? We all because of our ignorance, are bound by the scriptures that we are supposed to act. We have obligatory duties. Those men of knowledge who did not have any such duty or any such bondage, they were also constantly engaged in action. Then we must do much more. That is the spirit. And that is why Bhagavan here is saying in this verse number 19, Tasmadasaktas satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purushah. He's saying, therefore, tasmat means having understood this principle, therefore, hey Arjuna, satatam karyam karma samachara, constantly fulfill your duties. Samachara means do it well. As Puja Guruji says, if something is worth doing, it is worth doing well. So something is worth doing. I understand that, okay, I want to do this. Then I should do it well. That is very important. Not that I have to do this. Okay, now I'll do this. What to do? Now I have to do. I have no choice. I don't like all these scriptures and all these things, Too much of forcing me to do things and all. Okay, I will do anyway. I will do what to do. Not like that. If something is worth doing, I have understood I have to do this, then I must do it well, with all my heart, beautifully. Once Puja Gurudev, he had received a letter from a small little girl. Must have been, 6-7 years old. So she had written to Gurudev that, my birthday is coming up and I want your blessings and all those something. Very cute, small little letters. So Gurudev said, this child has written, and Gurudev used to reply to every single letter that reached him. So he, in his compassion, he took some paper and he folded it and made a birthday card. A small little card. So he made a card and then drew something and wrote nicely his best wishes and blessings and everything. And he said that all the mails, all the letters, everything was kept together for putting in envelopes and stamped and sent. So somebody was assisting Gurudev. So this person who was assisting took that card and put in a long envelope, because the small envelope was too small and the long envelope was quite long, but still it went in. So he put it in and then he brought everything just to show it to Gurudev that now I am going to post them all. So Gurudev just sifted through that quickly and he found this card. He said, why do you need such a big envelope for this? They said that the smaller one is too small, that's why. So Gurudev said, look here. He took a pair of scissors. He cut that envelope into a smaller size. Then with the scissors, he fashioned a flap. Then he put the flap nicely, neatly, exactly, perpendicularly, nicely cut, stuck, put the gum himself, stuck it, took the stamp, pasted it exactly equidistant from the side, perfect. And then he said, this is Narayana's work. It has to be beautiful. And anyone who has received Gurudev's letters knows it very well. Many of the letters, he has himself written the address on the envelope also. Sometimes it used to be typed, sometimes somebody else used to write, but he has himself written address, and it will be perfect with perfect margin, perfect spacing, everything will be exactly at the center, and the stamp will be exactly on the right top corner. When we do, sometimes Gandhiji is upside down also. Gurudev's letters, we will never find such mistakes. It will be just beautiful. It will be a work of art. So this kind of perfection and beauty, because a realized master works in such perfection and precision. For us, this is worth emulating. Samachara, do it well. Now it is said, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he used to live in Dakshineshwar, and lot of people from Calcutta and other places used to come and spend time, evenings especially. There used to be like a lot of devotees, and they used to sing, and they used to have discussions and question answers, and all these things used to happen. And many people used to get shawls and all as gifts for Sri Ramakrishna. But at times, there would be a lot of people, young boys also, to help and all. But certain things Sri Ramakrishna used to do himself. So he used to take the shawl, and it is documented, this particular thing. He would take his shawl, he'll fold it. Just Sri Ramakrishna folding the shawl. Those people who used to watch this sight would go into meditation. Just watching him fold the shawl. Because that's what he was in. Such perfection and beauty. So that is why here he's saying the man of realization who is not bound by any duty, he doesn't even need to fold a shawl, but he is folding it with so much of beauty and precision. Perfectly. Just looking at it, people would be transcendental state they would go to. Just looking at it. That was the beauty of that action. So tasma, therefore, if they are all the time engaged in such action and doing it so well, for us, that is our path. For them, after achieving the goal, this is their nature. For us, in order to achieve the goal, this is our path. So karyam karma samachara. But how? That is why this word asaktah satatam. Satatam, constantly. Asaktah. Asaktah means unattached. Without attachment, do it and do it well. Sometimes we may fulfill our duties and also we will do it well also. But there will be attachment. And that attachment pollutes all that. Then what happens? I may be doing the best of work, but if I hold on to it, it stings. So without attachment, I give my entire being to it, complete attention, full effort, but unattached. Just imagine, in 1951, there was no Jnana Yajna, no Chinmaya mission, no center, no temple, no study group, no Bal Vihar, nothing was there. Over 4 decades, this became a worldwide empire. And at that time, somebody asked Gurudev, what will happen to this mission after you? Because you have started this whole thing. What will happen after you? Gurudev, in his witty style, he said, that is your problem. I am not going to be there. And after that, he said that this is Narayana's work. He started it. Until he wants, it will continue. And when he wants to stop it, he'll shut it. How does it matter? No attachment. Often whenever people will offer anything, some people will bring fruit, some people will bring some savory snacks and all those things, some people will give Guru Dakshina and some check and cash or whatever. Immediately then and there, he will distribute everything. So there is some Guru Dakshina has come, he'll say, for this center, for this project, immediately, there and then, done. And then he used to do this. He will say, my hands are empty. Means no attachment. Whatever, let everything happen the best way. But he never compromised in his quality of work. See, sometimes these two things don't go together usually for us. If we are unattached, our quality of work suffers. And if we do a very good job, we don't want to leave it. I want credit. I want to be known. So these two things, only a man of knowledge can have both these things together. That is the thing. Asaktaha samachara. Earlier also in this same chapter, he said, Mukta Sangha Samachara. So we have to do things well to the best of its ability, my own ability, best of the capacity I should do. It should be beautiful. It should be my best offering to the Lord. Yet I am not attached to it. I am not attached to the action, nor am I attached to the result. Both are important. Just if I say that I am not attached to the result, okay, but action, I am not ready to give it up. Sometimes action also we are so very attached to. There was a time in our country also, the politicians, when they used to meet other countries' counterparts, used to feel scared that they may fall off somewhere. They used to move sideways and walk forward and move sideways. So earlier, because not ready to give up the chair. Now at least there are people who are capable. No, I thought that is why we have this retirement age and all those things. But after retirement also we want to go there and I just came to see what is happening. And we look around, there is no chair for me. Obviously somebody else has filled the chair. So now I take the chair opposite to that person and don't allow that person to work. Because I have all the time in the world and that person is busy. No, what do you do these days? Earlier in my days, I used to do like this. Keep quiet now, let me work. So much of attachment, whether politics or whether industry, whether any place, is to give up being unattached and yet performing our actions. It is not easy. That is why Bhagavan has to say, if it is easy, then why should he say in the Gita? It is difficult, but because it is difficult, it is worth doing. So, asaktaha karyam karma samachara. Perform your duties, do them well without a trace of attachment. And he's saying, asakto hi acharan karma param apnoti purusha. A person who thus fulfills his duty without attachment attains the Supreme. Now, how attains the Supreme? Already has been given before, that performing these actions, I purify my mind. With a pure mind, I become ready for knowledge. I gain knowledge, and through knowledge, attain the Supreme. So, this path also has been talked about before. So, performing our duties beautifully without attachment is the formula to attain success, attain the Supreme, attain the highest, attain liberation, whatever we may want to say. So that is the best thing to do. So therefore means, Arjuna, you don't belong to this exception category. That's what it means. Therefore means that you were inquiring about whether there is an exception. Yes, there is an exception, but you and whoever you are representative of, means all of us also, because he is our representative. Said, none of you belong to this category, so do your duties properly. That's all. Okay, I will do my duties properly. Has somebody achieve the highest? And are there some examples, somebody, because, or is this you are trying this theory out on me only, that okay, you do this and then I will see your case, and after that I will propagate this further, but now you have got, I have got you, so then let me first experiment this on you. So are you using me like a guinea pig? So Bhagavan says, don't give so much importance to yourself. Okay? There have been many people who have attained the Supreme, and even after attaining the Supreme also, they have continued to work in this spirit. So give me some example. So here in the next verse, he is giving an example. We will read the verse today and then we'll take it up for discussion tomorrow. Verse number 20. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः लोकसंग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि. So we'll take this up tomorrow. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Achyutananta Govinda Madhava, Achyutananta Govinda Madhava, Achyutananta Govinda Madhava, Achyutananta Govinda Madhava, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardana, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare, Achyutananda Govinda Madhava, Achyutananda Govinda Madhava, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare, Satchidananda Narayana Hare. बोलिए राधावर श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।